Have you ever wondered if a screen-accurate figure of this character could ever be possible? I'm talking about Stinger, the doppelganger prototype from Michael Bay's fourth movie of Transformers. Perhaps the most mind-boggling was making a sleek red Pangdani turn into a muscular metal robot with ninja stars at his back. After unveiling it 20 months ago, Unique Toys has done the impossible. With its finishing touches, does it truly live up to the hype we've been feeling for the past year? Let's find out together. Enjoy transforming real-world cars? You wouldn't want to miss our upcoming review on X-Transbot's Drag Strip Racer Edition, which turns into a real-life Formula One car. Hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss it when it drops. And the impossible is here. Unique Toys' Red Destroyer, aka their unofficial take on a masterpiece-scaled Stinger from Transformers Age of Extinction. In hand, this thing looks like it walked straight out of the movie, ninja stars and all. Let's take a closer look. In the movie, you could hardly see any car parts in robot mode, but the sky's not the limit for Unique Toys. Check out the shoulder. Sure, it forms the edge of the front bumper, but can still blend seamlessly to ensure a screen-accurate look. Moving down, every single detail is pretty much spot on, from his chest sculpt to his abdomen and crotch skirts, and all the way down to his heel spur. And lest we forget, here is his back, perfectly cleaned up to cap off his athletic look with those epic ninja stars. Now, this is not to say that this figure is without some flaws. For my copy, I have noticed that the tips of the ninja stars tend to be a little loose and can fall off on occasions, and I was a little surprised to not see much die-cast in this figure. Transformation will be shown in a separate video coming up soon, and it will be more complex, as it should be expected for a figure of this scale. Though the process can get tedious at times, the plastic thankfully isn't so easily breakable when you transform him. Now let's talk articulation, because this guy can move. The head full left to right, plus a double joint that lets you get those tilted, expressive poses straight out of the movie. Elbows are on double joints with bicep rotation in between. Wrists rotate full circle and can move up and down with the fingers individually articulated. He also has waist rotation. Legs can swing all the way back and up, though you're going to have to negotiate with these pipes near his pelvic area to kick them all the way up. Knees are on double joints and can kick back well more than a 90-degree angle. He does have good ankle tiltage, and the front half of his feet can bend downward and up a good amount. It can't rotate side to side, but you can still make up for that with the thigh swivel. And lest we forget the ninja stars. Fully adjustable. You can flare them out, fold them back in, or set them just right for that screen-perfect back silhouette. For accessories, we start with one crab claw arm cannon, which you can peg onto either arm. One disappointment of mine is that another arm cannon wasn't included, contrary to what was hyped up when it was first announced. We also get two arm blades that can each attach to either arm on that same circular peg. However, the blades per se didn't appear in Age of Extinction and appear to take inspiration from the Bumblebee movie instead. But there is a caveat. If you position his arms in a certain way, you make him look as if he's about to shoot out that flurry of missiles Bumblebee shot in his new form in that fourth Bay-directed movie. We didn't see Stinger do the same, but because Bee and Stinger shared the exact same robot molds despite turning into completely different cars, Unique Toys better let their Bumblebee do the same, if not more. We also have one large curved arm blade. I've heard some say that was inspired by Dino's big arm blades in Dark of the Moon, but I also think it has to do with blades that the other KSI sentries used to climb the buildings in Hong Kong in the fourth movie. We also have these missile pods, which are meant for the vehicle mode. from which they are fired when KSI first activates him and his boss man to chase down the Autobots. Now, transformation will be demonstrated in a separate video coming up soon. But speaking of his vehicle form, here he is, packed perfectly into his red and black 2014 Pagani Huayra sports car mode in the movie. Everything looks pristine, including the paint app. Some have been complaining about the paint, especially the shade of red applied on the car and throughout the robot mode, but I think it perfectly matches the exact color in the movie. Just like the real-life car, it may look more pinkish or redder, depending on the type of lighting it's under, and the same can be said of the figure itself, both in vehicle and robot mode. And there you have it. Overall, from an objective standpoint, Unique Toys' Red Destroyer is now the most accurate and well-articulated transformable figure of the character. Because of their more athletic robot designs, characters from the Fourth Bay movie have been extremely difficult to translate into action figures. Engineering a sleek, muscular robot to convert into a perfectly looking, real-life vehicle poses a daunting challenge. But that hasn't deterred Unique Toys, succeeding with their unofficial Galvatron and now with Stinger. There have been some complaints about the paint app and some other parts of the robot mode, but those are not a big problem for me. The figure looks virtually spot on to how he looked in the movie, and for that, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Now, with Bumblebee and Stinger sharing the exact same mold for their robot modes in Age of Extinction, expect Unique Toys to release their unofficial, screen-accurate figure of B, as he appeared in that same movie, this time re-engineered to convert into his iconic 2014 Camaro form. I would love to hear what you guys think. Do you think this unofficial version lives up to the hype drummed up by Unique Toys for the past several months, or do you think it still falls short? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, you can pick up this guy at Show Z Store through the link down in the description. If you enjoyed this review, feel free to give the video a like and subscribe for more. And until then, I'll see you next time.